first big test with the Terps in town. Home whites for the Irish, road blacks for Maryland. Miller jumping against the Oregon transfer Kylie Watson. Irish could have a significant size advantage. Some injuries along the front line for Maryland. They got to go with a smaller crew.
Well, Maryland will mix it up, but they'll start in a zone. They do play some zone, and you think Notre Dame is a three-point shooting team? Well, they've been more dangerous off the bounce early in this part of the season than they have been from shooting the three-point shot.
Off the bounce, Westbeld. And is called for the travel. Good help coming that time from Diamond Miller.
And see, this is where, Beth, you've got to understand scout personnel. And Brenda Frese has won a national championship. So she is putting a game plan in play early on defense that is really going to challenge with some gap protection out of their man or out of their zone.
As you check out the starting lineup, Miller really the only returning starter from last year. They have 9 new players. Faith Massonis sat out last year with an injury. They are certainly glad to have her back after they lost 5 of their top 6 scorers from a year ago. So some transition going on right now. And Maryland side, speaking of transition, the bucket there for the Irish.
Well, neither team really likes the outlet, and they have players that can get it off the glass and go. Now, whoever can rebound the best will be able to play the pace they want to play. Here's the Ivy League Player of the Year last year, Abby Myers. Twice she gets defended at the rim.
Shot is blocked. Myers, the transfer from Princeton, Sanaya Citron, hits the 3.
So I'm just going to tell you right now, that possession right there defensively for Maryland.
Penzan, the transfer from USF, and another turnover. Numbers for Notre Dame. 3-on-1. Miles leaves it up for Westbeld.
Ben, that's an example of the tilt that I'm talking about. See how the floor tilts when you get numbers? You got 3-on-1 going downhill towards the basket. That is hard to defend. Got to take care of the ball on this end and get a good look.
Miller with the left hand off the bounce.
That will be a matchup to keep your eye on.
Westbeld will try and shoot over the top.
That looked like a little triangle and 2 to me.
Watson had it blocked by Miller. Neil Ivey, the former national champion point guard here at Notre Dame, longtime assistant for Muffet McGraw, and now in her 3rd season as the head coach. Huge turnaround. They were plus 14 in the wins category a year ago.
2 really good basketball leagues.
Baseline drive off the mark. Sellers is the sophomore from Aurora, Ohio, an all Big Ten freshman selection and the 6th player of the year in the Big Ten a season ago.
You know, she rebounds, she can defend her position, she can score on all 3 levels, plays with a high motor. Back in their defense, and they're really trying to shadow and shade Olivia Miles, not letting her get a good look.
Watson, no. And a whistle on the rebound for Lauren Ebo, the transfer from Texas. So Ebo to the line, 67% so far. This is the highest scoring team in the league, 5th best in the country at 90 per night. Offensive rebound and another opportunity. They have also been a force on the glass, Debbie, which is usually Maryland's forte. Notre Dame off to a good start in both categories. Mabry tries to beat the buzzer. Good defensive possession for the Terps.
Yeah, see, I think when the game has slowed down and Maryland has been able to set their quarter court D, I think Notre Dame has struggled. Their buckets have come in transition. A chance, please give.
And the research matters. Miles, her first shot attempt, that won't go. Sellers, the runner is good. And then UConn already with 3 top 10 wins. AZ Fudd has really emerged this year.
Well, speaking of Virginia Tech, Elizabeth Hitley, the preseason pick in the ACC for Player of the Year, 6'6". And last year when they played Tennessee, she went 1 for 12 from the floor. Expect a much better performance out of her if they're going to win.
Westbeld with 1 on the shot clock. Got it. KK Bransford there. Terrific freshman, number 14 in white for the Irish. Sellers.
This is a good no call. Principle of verticality at the rim. Good bucket by Sellers.
The swipe on the inbounds. Miller on the move. Blocked inside. Watson got a piece of it. Briggs tried to wrap that around. Here's Sellers. Another scoop up and in.
Now you see why she's shooting 52% from the floor as a guard. Look at this take off the bounce.
She has been attacking the rim, averaging 12 a game, already in double digits. She'll take a break. Miles goes out for the Irish. Sonia Citron is back in. Mabry, quick release. Hit long.
Good D by Alexander inside.
Myers with the skip. Weak side, Briggs gets the layup. Got a win over the Lady Bears. Final minute here of the first quarter. First big test of the season for the Fighting Irish. Watson tries to step through and one. Started out at Oregon and now here in South Bend. Now he only got 6 on the shot clock. Miller's got it. Off the bounce, explosive to the rim for Diamond, who last year led the nation in scoring and assists. Unprecedented.
Hey, we're going to hustle over to the Morris Inn, all right?
Yes.
And we're going to watch that NC State-Iowa game.
Got to get a good seat for that one. Indiana, by the way, big lead.
Not playing inside out.
Sellers with the pull-up on the wing. Offensive rebound, Terps. Myers, short corner, got it.
That's a good get in the portal by Maryland.
Mabry with the miss. The third of the Mabry sisters that could all shoot the three.
When we spoke to Coach Ivey before the game, she said transition defense is what she was concerned about. And sometimes, for me, I'm always a big believer in changing your defense to change the rhythm of your offense.
Bransford the other way. Miller hustles back to bother and one.
See, this is what I mean. Notre Dame hasn't played.
Massonis in the trail. Short. Maryland getting on the glass here in the second quarter. Nice feed, Miller. Neil Ivey heated during that last timeout. She was getting after the Fighting Irish for their effort. Miles. Citron. Sonia's got the three.
Notre Dame to play with pace.
They have forced 10 Irish turnovers already. Miles with the catch inside. Good feed. Respond by making sure Diamond gets a touch. Offensive rebound and a foul. Diamond Miller will shoot a pair here. 81%.
Miles wants to be sitting over there. She's a baller now. She wants back in.
Citron will try for three again. That's a couple for her here in the second quarter.
3 for 3 outside the arc.
Sonia leads Notre Dame with 9 points, and they're back within 1. Alexander's runner goes.
Really going to test the foot speed of Notre Dame in the quarter court defensively.
Bransford. Massonis from the elbow. That won't go. Notre Dame looking to regain the lead. Citron on the run, and she's fouled. Check into the lineup for Maryland from right here in South Bend. Notre Dame.
I mean, those are two legends for Notre Dame.
To play for Maryland as well. Here's Alexander off the front of the rim.
Better get on Citron.
Lots of tough catch. Super. Miller. Diamond probing. Between two defenders, offensive rebound, got it. She's got 10. And one of the biggest showdowns of our ACC Big Ten Challenge. One of 4 games that are rank versus rank. Mabry, weak side. Has not been able to dial it in. And then the steal for Citron. 3-on-2. Sonia behind the back to the rim. Won't go.
Miller 6'3" up the floor. Handling like a guard.
Alexander off the bounce. Stick back no good from Reynolds.
Sure have missed a lot of layups tonight.
Maybe getting a little fatigued here. Final minute.
Good dive.
Ebo with the dive to the bucket. And another missed chippy.
So you got a chance for a 2-for-1 here.
If you work that shot clock properly. Mabry gets handsy. Been a frustrating first half for Dara. 0 for 7 from the floor.
That's what I think Brenda Frese is going to run.
She's the inbounder, and now Miller gets the ball back. Elbow extended.
They run her up that aisle.
Oh, nice hesitation.
Yes, that's the right read. Everyone in the house knew she was going to get the last shot.
Waited for the help defender to clear in front of her. And then the burst to the bucket. Shot clock and game clock about even. Bransford is running the baseline. Back out top to Mabry, calling for a screen. They got to hustle. Mabry, the step through pass picked off. And that'll take care of the first half. There are, look at the numbers. Shyanne Sellers with 10 points. Picked up a couple of fouls. The backcourt that we highlighted in the open did not provide the scoring punch. In fact, Mabry's still looking for her first basket of the night. See if that'll come soon.
So like all good coaches, you save something for the second half. We did not see this set out of Maryland in the first half. They start with 1-4 low, and they get the ball inside to Sellers. She's got to stay on her feet, though.
Yeah. Citron forced her away from the bucket on the shot, and the Irish will get it.
Keeping the ball on top of the floor. That's where the adjustment is for Notre Dame in the second half. Putting Westbeld on the nail. Horns, Flair. Attacking Olivia Miles with those 2 fouls. She doesn't want to pick up a third. I'd keep going to that matchup.
Not many can contain Miller 1v1, and she takes advantage there.
You've been watching the World Cup, haven't you?
I have been watching a little bit of the World Cup.
That's a little soccer verbiage.
I had Belgium making a deep run. It's been a dark day. Watson. Westbeld right there to clean it up. Here's Miles, the sophomore out of Phillipsburg, New Jersey, an all-ACC performer.
Brenda Frese is rolling her eyes like, you got to be kidding me. How many times have we told you not to let Mabry get a great look?
Report. Yeah,
I think so.
The response.
Transition defense. Keep them off the line, which they've done. Stay with them on the glass. Find Mabry.
Yeah.
I know right now Marcus and Tyler are disgusted that she got a wide-open 3.
That's a picture from several years ago, by the way. They're teenagers now, right?
They're now 14 years old. 8th graders.
They've been making scouting reports their whole lives. Mabry, starting to get a little confidence up now. Back-to-back buckets. Miller leaves it for Massonis. Sellers wide open. Filled the lane and nobody went with her.
A little bit up and down now.
Citron got it. That is her 4th triple of the night.
Take her vision away. Get in her space. Don't let her do what she wants to do with the ball. She's too dangerous.
Miller.
I think the Mabrys have done that a lot.
286 career triples for Dara. Marina and Michaela also with over 200 each in their Notre Dame careers. Michaela now an assistant for the Irish.
There's nowhere to go around. Run your sets.
Miller, the cross, the scoop, and a foul. Right here, you want to hang with the ladies on ESPN2.
Last year led the nation in scoring his life, but you might be able to help save someone in his family's life, and it did. The research has helped his middle daughter, Jamie, who is a breast cancer survivor and is an incredible person who shares the message of her wonderful family every day, along with her sister, older sister, Nicole, who both of them are friends of mine. Those are two fun Valvanos to hang out with.
Their beloved NC State Wolfpack coming up next against Iowa, and they'll be happy to hear that North Carolina is losing right now to Indiana. 6 lead changes and a couple of ties here in the third quarter as we go back and forth.
I mean, Ebo's got to finish that.
Mabry got it.
15 points a game.
Rejected by Ebo. Got the block on Bree McDaniel. 2-on-1. Miles from Mabry. Backcourt has made a difference for the Irish here in the third quarter.
This crowd is just waiting for something to happen. That's going to be 3 on Miles.
Sellers hits the free throw. Notre Dame, they get the most attempts and the most makes of anyone in the country. They usually get to the line 30 times a night. And the Irish so far just 6 free throw attempts.
Well, I think we've talked about it before. The level of competition has changed, right? Now, this is a game plan to keep Notre Dame in front, not let them get inside.
Miles, she put
this. I'm going to be fine. Ooh, I don't know about that. She almost picked up a fourth.
Miller, Massonis.
Anytime anyone else but Miles brings the ball up the floor, that is a good thing. It's a good thing for the defense.
Oh, for Maryland. Bransford draws the foul.
You don't think Coach Auriemma is thinking right now about how he's going to keep Miles away from the ball?
Coverage actually gets underway Friday afternoon. We'll be there all Friday night, and then it starts Saturday, pregame and postgame, with ACC PM and ACC Huddle. Yeah, UConn will be coming in here on Sunday, Debbie. 3 o'clock Eastern on ABC. The exclusive coverage of the Women's Championships, and the final this year will also be broadcast on ABC. Ricocheting around, the elusive D. Cantner able to jump out of the way of that one. 5 on the shot clock. Miles got it. Sellers drives around and out. Gets her own miss. Oh, and that's Miles reaching in for her 4th personal foul. Argued with her coaching staff to trust her and stay in the game, and she picks up the 4th on a reach-in.
Well, let's see what happens here. Miles to the bench. 3-point Notre Dame lead.
Citron. Westbeld. Back to Sonia. Drives the right side, and she gets bumped by Massonis.
You might come with a, not as long a closeout because you want her to shoot it with range. But if you let her just drive by you and not try to defend her, you're just helping her become a better offensive player. Like, just stop the penetration. Get in the gap. Force her to pass it.
Last year's ACC Freshman of the Year, now with 18. To match Maryland's Diamond Miller, the 2 leading scorers tonight. Shot clock is off. Bransford gets a pick. Citron on the run. She'll take it in. Missed the layup. And going to be a reach-in foul.
She probably scores it and gets an and 1.
Looking for Mabry, the inbounder coming back on the floor. Westbeld, corner 3. Sellers has to launch. Good if it goes. Mabry and Miles, 14 points in that quarter to lead the way for Notre Dame. Four-point advantage for the Irish heading to the fourth, and the turnover.
For, till probably around the maybe the 4-minute mark. It depends on how it goes.
Notre Dame's all ACC point guard sits with 4 fouls. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Westbeld, her third.
That is the 8th foul that Shyanne Sellers has drawn in this game. She's been good off the bounce right here. She sells a pretty good.
Massonis. Let's see if they can establish Sellers or Miller. They were the go-tos when things were going well. Your Ohio U Bobcats, Debbie, going for their first MAC titles.
I've seen Court Street on fire.
You probably had the matches. Here's Watson at the line. Notre Dame 7 of 11, now 7 of 12 at the stripe. Unusual for them. Held ball. What are they doing with their turnovers, and how well can they finish a close game? And we may be about to find out that answer. Diamond Miller, another scoop. That's been her specialty tonight as she hits 20 points. Bransford pulls up and knocks it down.
That's not what I said.
Miller out of the short corner, spins to her left into traffic.
Oh, and you can see the emotion by Diamond.
Mabry will inbound. Ebo, short. Miller with the push, looking for a lane. Scooped it up with the right hand. That won't drop. Citron.
See, everybody's yelling flop because that's the men's rule. And a great kid who is a perfect fit here at Notre Dame.
Freshman of the year, including 2 current Irish, Citron and Westbeld. Miller, and one!
Switch to come to. I think because of Notre Dame's issues in the past about taking care of the ball late, easy too, after you do all the work to post up and get great position.
Miller, defended by Mabry, has to give it up. Wide open look from the corner
Of that gap help.
And then the takeaway. Terps can grab the lead. Miller's got it. Sellers scoops it up and in. As soon as they lose the lead, she's up off the bench.
She just got up to go to the scorer's table.
Good backdoor cut, Citron. Diamond Miller, a double-double, 24 points, 10 rebounds, got away with a carry there. She's also got 5 assists, and they knock down the 3. Second of this quarter for Alexander.
Got to move the ball. Here comes the ball screen late.
Miles for 3, no. Rebound Sellers. Long enough rebound to start the break. Oh, and a bad pass from Sellers at the knees.
There's a kick.
Everybody with a touch. Sellers trapped. Not the place to pick up the dribble. They get away with it. Miller finds an open shooter. Diamond trying to get to that loose ball, and a foul on the floor, trying to box Miller out.
She is 6 for 7 from the free throw line.
They are actually winning the battle on the boards. Mabry handles. They put Miles in the corner off the ball.
Look at Massonis fronting Ebo. You got to rely on some backside help.
That's down on the block. Miles.
She didn't even look to the other side of the floor where the help was over helping at the rim.
Down 2, under 2 to go.
Notre Dame in a zone.
Myers the pull-up off the dribble and hits. Citron takes the inbound and gets the lay-in.
Notre Dame needs a stop.
Offensive rebound, Myers.
Diamond Miller wants the ball here.
Trying to go to work on Ebo. She's doubled. They make her pick up the dribble. Miles with the rebound. Olivia Miles on the run. Will take it all the way. Basket and a foul. The flex for Notre Dame and a chance at the lead.
Look at the acceleration in the open floor. You let her get to that right hand. You give her space to see. Look at the emotion by Olivia Miles.
Notre Dame back on top. 48 seconds to go. That foul was Diamond Miller's 4th.
Brenda Frese didn't advance the ball with a timeout. She wants to use the full court.
Miller calling for it. Diamond's got it. Goes left. Back to the right. Up and in. Maryland on top. Timeout Notre Dame. They can use that to advance. They'll have 2 timeouts left.
Possession arrow is with Maryland. Maryland with 3 timeouts.
Miles again on the drive. Tough shot. Weak side. Ebo had it. Couldn't hold it. Maryland's got it, and they will use a timeout to advance.
Before the foul.
Miles is not on the floor right now with those 4 personal fouls. The inbound is to Miller. They bring a double. They try for the steal, and there is the foul.
Either way, if they got to secure the rebound if she misses the second one.
Got it. 2-point Maryland lead. One of the best shooters is Mabry, number 1, down in the corner for Notre Dame. And they're going to inbound it to Citron. The catch inside. The basket to tie the game.
That's the first thing I said is do not let a direct pass go right to the paint.
Number 1 in black. Miller's on the left block. Alexander to inbound. Sellers.
Citron on Miller.
They flatten it out. 1-4. Miller's got it. 5 seconds to go. Miller, the pull.